My book buying has definitely become an issue, but not one that I'm going to make any effort to correct, because I like buying books. So I had a fair few videos planned that I wanted to do, but then my partner's cousins have been staying with us for the last week and I hate filming with anyone in the house, so I've taken this opportunity while they've gone on a brief walk to film a quick little video, which is going to be a book haul of the fair few amounts of books I've acquired over like the last 2 weeks. My book buying has gotten out of hand. It's a bit of an issue. I haven't got an order to this and I'm not quite sure what to go for first. Let's start with this one. Stephen King, The Institute. I went into Tesco's the other day, and Tesco's is a pretty decent place to get books for a reasonable price. I've been wanting to pick up Stephen King for a little while. I've been watching a lot of Noelle's videos. Here on YouTube, and she is a fanatic for Stephen King. She has a lot of the classics, but I saw this one and it really interested me. It's about kids with special powers and chaos ensues. So I thought this might be quite a good place to start. I like the storyline. I want to get into some Stephen King's and thriller styles, but I'm also a bit of a baby, so we'll see how that goes. The book I'm currently reading is Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbard. This is a modern day romance about Chloe Brown, who nearly dies from a car accident, basically, at the start of the book, is the blunt way to put it. And then she makes a list of things she wants to do to get herself alive, because she felt like if she'd have died at that moment, everyone would have seen her as effectively wasted her life. It's a not nice way to put it. So she makes this list of things she wants to do, and she ends up going to this guy called Red for help, who works in her building, and romance ensues. So I'm gonna summarise every book I talk about now. Something ensues. I'm enjoying it about a quarter of the way through. It's taken me a little while to warm up to Chloe Brown, but I'm getting there. I like Red though. Following on from one popular book, another one people have said a lot about, City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty? I hope I'm saying that right. This is a fantasy. I can't remember what this one's about either. I'm really not good at remembering blurbs, but I feel like I prefer that. I like going to books without fully knowing what they're about. So this says, in the markets of the 18th century Cairo, thieves, tricksters, con artists and outcasts eke out a living, swindling rich nobles and foreign invaders alike. But alongside this new world, the old stories linger, tales of jinn and spirits, of cities hidden among the swirling sands of the desert, full of enchantment, desires and riches, where magic pours down every street, hanging in the air like dust. Many wish their lives could be filled with wonder, but not Nari. She knows the trades she uses to get by are just tricks and sleights of hand. There's nothing magical about her, but she only wishes to one day leave Cairo. But as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for. So fantasy is like my genre. I love it. Everyone has raved about this book, and the third and final one of the series is now out, so I thought I'd jump on that train. And this was one I picked up following on from my love for Madeline Miller and her Greek mythology. Another tale set around Greeks. I believe this follows the different women involved in the Trojan conflict between the Greeks and Trojans, and follows the women. It intrigued me. Everyone's raving about it yet again, so I wanted to give this one a go. And it's a really nice book. It's so pretty, and I can't wait to read it. But now I have a stack of graphic novels. I have refound a love for graphic novels. I used to read them a lot when I was in secondary school, year 9, 10ish. I used to spend a lot of time in the library reading graphic novels, and then I stopped reading them, and I liked comics. I've had some comics. I've got the Moonstruck series, which I read while I was at university, waiting for the third collection of them to come out. But I just wanted to pick up graphic novels again, and so the place I started was Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. So I read this was my last book of the reading rush as my bonus book, 7th book of the week. I'll go into that more probably in we're in July, right? My July wrap up. So this was the first one I got, boy meets boy, and one of them falls in love. Does the other one? We don't know. So I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it, not overly amounts. It was like, that's a nice story. I do want to read the others, see if it picks up a little bit. But it was just a nice little read. I enjoyed it. That was the first graphic novel I received. So this one I picked up because I found out about a site kind of like Goodreads but shows more stats, and that's called it's a site called The Storygraph. I found out about it through Hannah Witten, and when I joined that they have like a reading challenges section, and I had a look because I was really interested because I've never been one for reading challenges, and I found this one, the Reading Women Challenge, which wasn't started on The Storygraph obviously. And so this book I picked up for the Reading Women Challenge, which I can't remember exactly the challenge. It's just like an illustrated book by a woman or something like that. So anyway, I picked up Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by Mariko Tamaki and Rosemary Valero O'Connell. Again, everyone has talked about this book. It's about a girl whose girlfriend keeps breaking up with her. So I'm fairly intrigued to find out what happens. Do they stay together? Do they not? I really love the art style in these as well. Like it's just so nice. I'm really attracted to books with nice art style. That's the main reason I get attracted to normal books anyway. I judge a book by its cover, but graphic novels as well. I can't read it if I don't like the art style. I'm shallow. So I've got Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. I also got Sheets by Brenna Thumler, which it just looks really cute, to be honest. I think Ariel had picked this up, Ariel Bissett. I'd seen it before that though, I just hadn't got around to buying it because I wasn't interested in graphic novels. But it persuaded me to get it. It looks really cute, although I'm not as keen on the art style inside. But I'm still gonna read it. We're still gonna read this cute little tale of a ghostie in a laundromat, I believe is what it's about. It's just real cute. And then the final book from that order, my friend loves this series. I've been meaning to pick it up for a while. Finally got around to it. And it's Paper Girls, Volume 1. It's a lot thinner than I expected it to be. So this, I believe, is about these girls, like a little girl gang that do paper rounds, and one day they're on the round and something happens. It's sort of sci-fi, supernatural, mystery-esque. I suppose I want to read more sci-fi, it also suits for that. And again, I quite like this art style. Oh, just seen a bit of a gory page. There's all kinds of stuff that seems to be going off in this book. Just from a flick through, all kinds of chaos. All kinds. We'll be giving it a go. I was gonna try and put this in as my last book as one of the books for the Reading Rush, as a backup for a genre I want to read more of, because it was sci-fi but also a graphic novel, so it fit well. But then it didn't come in time, and I ended up reading what I planned to read anyway. I had time and I was proud of myself. But like I said, I'll go into more in that. I'll go into that more in my July wrap up to keep you on the edge of your seats. Yes. Now my last graphic novel. I read this when I was 14, 15, but I didn't own a copy because I bought it at the time as a present for someone, and I read it before I gave it them really carefully so as to not crease it, and I loved it and then kind of forgot about it. And then now there's the series out, and I loved the series, and the second one's about to come out. So this is Umbrella Academy by Gerard Way and Dave Stewart and Nate Piekos. Oh, and Gabrielle Ba. Bah. So I used to love My Chemical Romance. I still do love My Chemical Romance. Was meant to see them this year, but good old Rona. So that's how I found this comic series. There's also, he does an individual comic book series. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got a name to do with one of their songs, and now I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, this was the main comic book series. I love the Netflix show. Like I said, I love this one. I read this before, and I want to read it again and go on to read the others in the series. I think there's 3 out now. I'm excited. The only thing I'm disappointed about for this, look at that. It's not a sticker. I can't take it off, and I hate it. The main thing that ever irks me about a book is now a major film. The final book I had was a kind gift, as I now have my Instagram, josie.reads. Follow me if you'd like. I took part in my first book exchange and I was so excited. It's so lovely. It was only 2 days ago as well, and the book arrived today, so that was great. So this was from, it was part of Books and Me's 123 book exchange, and this was from Pages I've Read from my Amazon wishlist, and I've got A Pinch of Magic. So this is, I believe, a middle grade book, I think, and it's the 3 sisters trapped by an ancient curse, 3 magical objects with the power to change their fate. Will there be enough to break the curse, or will they lead the sisters even deeper into danger? Not gonna lie, this book caught my eye because the cover, again, I'm shallow. I love a pretty cover, but it looks gorgeous, and everyone I know that's read it has enjoyed it, and it's just, I think it would just be a nice light little read. I'm enjoying quite sort of young fantasy books at the moment. I've been obviously reading the Chronicles of Narnia, and I've been loving that, so I think I'll enjoy this when I get round to it. So thank you so much to Lisa from Pages I've Read on Instagram, so much. I'm really excited to read this. Here's all the books from my little book haul that I've accumulated over the last few weeks because I spend too much money on books. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you fancy. Follow me on Instagram. Add me as a friend on Goodreads. I'll leave all kinds of magical links below for all kinds of different things. Bye!